So the aspartame comment in my last vlog brought up some interesting responses. I'm sorry to hear from several of my subscribers about their own experience with dementia and parents with dementia. It is really horrible, really horrible. And I think it was Jan that was talking about her family and talking about doing something to avoid being a burden to her children if she came upon that time knowing that she'd got dementia. And I'm not sure whether we would know that we had dementia. I don't think those with dementia know they have it. And I know Terry Pratchett knew he had it. And I wonder whether it's certain types of dementia, some that are fast and take over you before you have a chance to think. I know my uncle had a Lewy body dementia, which just overtook him so quickly. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. But I don't know whether we would know. I hope that we don't. I really wouldn't want to be, stuck in a body with a brain that's not working, but that knows it's not working. I really wouldn't want that. So the other thing is that somebody said, wonderful one, said, "Oh, no more Coke Zero for me." And I'm thinking, I'm sure a lot of you must know that all of those drinks that are marketed as no sugar, no sugar drinks, Coke, I don't know the names of them because we don't drink them. All of those drinks, all of them set up an insulin response. I watched an experiment several years ago on one of the doctors on the telly set up an experiment with a group of people and gave them, I think they were doing a test on sports drinks actually, but I'm sure that there was a test done on these no sugar drinks. And what they discovered was that not only did it set up an insulin response because your body thinks, oh, sugar, it actually did that by the time the drink got onto your tongue. So you didn't even need to swallow the drink for your body to respond to it. Your body was responding with the drink in your mouth. So you could put it in your mouth, spit it out, and your body was responding as if you'd eaten and taken in sugar. So I think it's really important to know that the only way around these products is to not buy them and just drink water. The only drink we have is coffee or tea. Mark's not really fussed about tea, so he doesn't have it that often. Or we drink water. We don't have any fizzy drinks. We don't have squash. Haven't for a long time. We used to. We've not always been perfect, but we don't drink anything. Not deliberately. Mark might have a beer sometimes, and I might have a glass of wine if we're out for a meal. But I don't buy substitute drinks. A little bit like I don't buy substitute food. And I was watching this. This is a good. Is it called a segue? This is a good segue into the next part of my vlog. I was watching a vlog yesterday. I can't remember the name of the vlog. I remember the title of the particular vlog was that a place in the sun found us our French home, something like that. And it was a guy in his probably mid to late 30s with his family, a son and a daughter and his wife completely disinterested in what he was doing a vlog. And the one that I watched was of them leaving the UK to come over and rent before signing for the property that they'd bought in France. And it didn't take long for me to realise that this man's obviously been watching Dan. The music and the style of the filming was Dan's style. And I thought, oh, fuck's sake. This man probably thinks he's going to come over and make himself an amazing YouTube channel that 6 million people watch. Um, if he does and follows Dan's example, um, and I just thought I can't watch it. I watched that one vlog and then I told YouTube not to recommend the channel because I don't want to watch it. It was like it was very boring actually. It was not entertaining because they weren't doing anything. They were just hanging around waiting to sign for their house. So it wasn't very entertaining. Um, and then I went and looked at Dan's channel. I don't look at that anymore. But I went and looked, and there are hundreds of people pleading with him to take care, um, to use safety glasses, to use toe detectors, to wear a safety helmet, to do things safely. Um, Hundreds of people, which he ignores. And I laughed to myself because I vaguely remember that there was an interview, possibly Stephanie interviewed him, I don't know, talking about how, or whether it was mentioned by Annalise on Instagram. I don't know where this came from, but he didn't really want kids. And I'm thinking, you're talking to Dan about protection, and he is the one person that doesn't understand that if you don't protect yourself, there are consequences. Um, I'm sure that he doesn't believe that he is responsible for protecting himself, just as he believed he wasn't responsible for creating children. And what I believe is that it's all about the money. It's all about the money, and all the time there are people pleading with him, hundreds of people pleading with him. It's pushing the algorithm. You know, his YouTube channel is being pushed out onto other people's profiles for them to look at because he's getting flies, fucking flies. Sorry. He's getting so much, so many views, so many comments, pushes it in the algorithm. And that's what it's all about for Dan. It's about the money, and not, I don't think he has any concept of what might happen if he's badly injured. Yes, he can live on YouTube money for however long that lasts for. Um, Eventually, that will, you know, if he was badly injured and couldn't work again, eventually that YouTube money would start to dwindle because people wouldn't want to keep watching something where they know the end result is somebody with a broken back or having lost an eye or even killed themselves. But there's just this short-term thinking, and he can't think beyond that. And that's very childlike to not be able to think beyond the short term, not to look and see the consequences of your actions. Very childlike. Well, yeah, I'm not going to say any more than that, but it's very childlike. So yeah, this guy reminded me of him, and I'm thinking, oh God, there's another one that thinks they can make money on YouTube. I'm not making any money. I'm not making a lot of money. Let me have a look at my analytics. What is that? Last 28 days, I made €50. And my subscribers go up and down and up and down and up and down. I think I talked about having a COVID booster a week ago and I lost a subscriber. And I mean, it might have just been a random subscriber thinking, oh, I'm bored with her and just unsubscribing. Or it might have been somebody that didn't like it that I'd had my vaccinations. I don't know. So yeah, my subscribers sort of never really shift from one time to the next. So in the last 28 days, I've had +4. But if I look in the last 7 days, I've had -2. It's a good job I'm not trying to make money out of it, isn't it? I look at people doing buy me a coffee and stuff like that, and I just think, I just am astonished that people will send money to people that they don't know and buy them coffees or whatever, and they don't know them. I think it's really really wrong to expect people to send you money via YouTube videos. You're earning money on your YouTube videos. I can see that fly that's landed on my head. It's the one fly that's left. I can't tell you how many flies were killed yesterday. And I hoovered yesterday at 10 o'clock in the evening to pick up all the dead flies. But I think there's one or two left. And they're just driving us crazy. Anyway, that's a bit rambling, isn't it? So that's my vlog for today. It's 10 to 9. I've got a starter on the go, not doing very much. I've put it in the oven on the proving setting. It's not growing very quickly. I've got the flour and water. The dough is hydrolyzing. Is that what he calls it, hydrolyzing? Anyway, I've got those two mixed together, and I've just got to add the starter and the salt when the starter's ready, and do some bread today. Don't feel quite as knackered as I felt yesterday. Ludo's coming back to clear up the hedge trimmings that are left in the road, under duress. He sent me a link last night saying that the shutter is closed today, and I said, well, okay, that's fine, but you still need to come and clear up the hedge trimmings. I can't leave them in the road. So he does as he's told. I think he's used to doing as he's told. So yeah, he's coming back at 11, I think, to do that. And I bought some salmon out of the freezer, and I don't normally do salmon with pasta, but I just fancy some pasta. So I'm going to do some pasta, a creamy, sort of herby, oily, creamy pasta with some Parmesan cheese and some salmon in 3 hours' time. Meanwhile, I've got half of my second cup of coffee left. Okay, have a nice day.